Okay, Lisa, this is the bedroom TV tutorial. Step 1, find the TV. We good? Okay. There are 3 remotes in the bedroom that you need to be concerned with. The big one, the medium one, the little one. The big one, this is your one that controls the main TV. You're only going to do a few things with this one. You're going to turn the TV on, that big green button. You're going to switch the input if you want to go between the TV and the Blu-ray player, which is the input button. And you're going to want to control the remote, like the volume on this. Okay, so let's talk about changing the input. So on the top corner, you're going to point it at that TV that we already pointed out. So refer back to step 1 if you need help with that. So you hit input, and a menu will show up on the top left. The 2 devices that you need to worry about is number 1, TV. So that one's pretty clearly labeled. And then the Blu-ray player is on HDMI 2. So you're going to hit on this big remote, input, and then there are arrows right here, up and down. Use those to scroll up and down to the HDMI 2, and then hit the middle button to change the input. So again, hit input, use these arrow buttons to go to the proper one, and then this button when you're on the right one. Again, you only need TV and HDMI 2. Let's give this a shot. We're going to switch to the Blu-ray player. Input. I'm going to use the buttons here. Go to HDMI 2. Now, if you forget to hit the middle button, as long as you're on the right input, it will actually hit it for you. But, don't want to overcomplicate it. So it's now on Blu-ray player. Fantastic. That brings us to the middle remote. Has a lot of buttons. You don't use most of them, don't worry. It overwhelms Emily. At the top, there are 2 red buttons. One that says TV power. Don't use that. I don't think it works anyway. And power. That's just for the Blu-ray player. Now the Blu-ray player is over here in this little hidden compartment. Leave it open when it's on so it doesn't overheat. Push in if you'd like, but it's right there. So we'll hit the power button. And you can see that it lit up. It's working. Pretty basic. There's play, stop. Hopefully not that complicated. Disc menu is the one that you will probably want. It's right there in order to get to the menu itself. So when you turn it on for the first time, it's going to come up with this screen right here. It's going to default to movie on there. Just hit enter on the remote. And then it's going to ask you if you want DVD or USB. Just hit enter again. When I'm saying enter, it's literally a button that says enter in the middle between the arrows. And it will go into whatever's on the TV. In this case, DuckTales. Please feel free to watch DuckTales. It is an exciting adventure about Scrooge McDuck and his nephews in Duckburg. Okay, last thing. We're going to talk about if you want to watch TV itself. Now, we don't have a fancy dish like you do, but we do have the basics. So we're going to go back to the big remote, old Biggie here, and we're going to do input, and we're going to go up to TV and hit the OK button, or it'll just time in itself. Now, one thing to remember, this is where it gets a little complicated. The TV itself has to be on channel 4 on this remote. It should be there by default. You shouldn't have to do anything. However, I know the temptation is to push buttons here to change the channel because you see buttons and you want to push them. Seth has the same impulse. Don't worry. It's normal for 5-year-olds. So don't push the buttons here. Don't. No. No. But if you happen to do that, just channel 4 on the big TV. Now the reason, I'm not going to give you a history of it, but the reason is the TV is actually broadcast here through this little box in the back, right here. So that little box, whoop, is where all the TV signal goes. So that's where the small remote, hello, you use this thing. Now don't worry about power on this at all. The only thing you need to worry about are these buttons that change the channels. And you can go up and down on the channels. The volume doesn't work. I know, we're making it complicated. But the buttons change channel, or you can go up and down with the channel. That's it. That's all you need to worry about to change the channel. Now remember, these buttons, bad. These buttons, good. So please reference this video. This is installment 1 of 12 of using our technology while we're gone. If you can't do it, I suggest books. They're easy. But yeah, good luck.